Alright guys, welcome back. So Victorum fans, Victorum gaming fans, Star Wars Armada fans, we got another little unboxing for you guys today. So again, we're adding more to our Rebel fleet. So we recently did Home 1, since we're adding and doubling up on that. So today we're going to take a look at one of the smaller ones for the Rebels, but still pretty punchy, the MC30C frigate. So we'll be right back after we get this open for you guys. Alright guys, we got everything open here for you. So again, we get our little sheet with the MC30 components, the flight stand itself, the model. Obviously this guy's a little tiny guy, but still pretty cool overall. And again, nice detail. And yeah, a whole lot of firepower in a very small package here basically. So engines, if we can get it to focus, right? Got some in the back here. So this is a, not only does this thing pack a hell of a punch for its size, but this is like a speedy boy too. So that being said, we get our usual cardboard goodness here, courtesy of Fantasy Flight. Our two versions of the ship, which is pretty much standard. Whenever you buy something, you get like two versions, and our deck of upgrade cards here, or pack of upgrade cards, I should say. That being said, we have an MC30C torpedo frigate and a scout frigate variant, so 63 versus 69 points respectively. 4 hull apiece as well, so again, not going to take much damage, but overall, for its size, is pretty decently shielded too, to help you survive a little bit longer. Both versions have a couple of evades and a couple of redirects, so no braces here, which kind of makes sense for such a small thing, but that being said, yeah, played right, this thing is more survivable than you might think, I would imagine. So, like I said, speedy boys here, so very up to speed 4 on top of all that firepower it's packing. So, you know, don't underestimate this thing getting across the board and then rolling some dice against you. Speed 1, 2, 3, and 4. Speed 4 is not going to be as maneuverable, of course, but at speed 3 is kind of cool. You get to double click at the end there, so that's actually pretty interesting. And then it's really a question of, let's see here, command dice, or sorry, command dice, gosh, command dials, 2, only 1 squadron, so, you know, this isn't really going to be a carrier in any way, shape, or form. And 3 engineering for such a small thing was really cool, too. Shield-wise, again, this is where that defense comes in. It's 3 on the front and sides and a 2 on the back. That's pretty solid, guys. For a small ship, that's solid. And it's really a question of between the torpedo and the scout going with the black or sorry, not black, but sorry, blue dice on the torpedo, reds on the scout frigate. And then upgrades are basically the same. So, but that being said, you know, if you want to go all in on the close range, obviously the torpedo frigate's going to be pretty beefy there. Triple black, and this is again, it's decent in the front for its size, but this is again geared to be a broadside guy. So you're kind of like doing some speedy drive-bys with this thing, whereas like the MC80s is going to be slow, but also still doing broadsides. You got triple black and 2 blue, which is you know, if the dice are hot, you know, that's ridiculous damage, and there's ways to even bump that up. So, and you know, you got 2 blue out the sides, whereas the scout is pumping out 2 red, so kind of like short and then very long range. And then again, wherever there's a blue, there's a red, basically. So 3 in the front, 2 out the back. They both versions have 1 blue squadron or anti-squadron there. So it's not going to deal too well with jumping into like a swarm of fighters or something like that. So you do want to be careful there, because those will whittle you down pretty quick. But anyway, this thing, again, 5 dice out the side to start with before we get into any kind of upgrades or getting re-rolls or who knows what. Really scary, and again, that's a lot of black dice for not that many points either. So, so definitely A-okay on the firepower and survivability side for what it is. Here's where we get General Riken. So once per round, when a friendly ship or squadron is destroyed, it remains in play area and is treated as if it were not destroyed until the end of the status phase. So some interesting possibilities with that, but overall not one of my personal favorite commanders. Lando here, though, while defending, or admirals I should say for Riken, but anyway, Lando, while defending during the spend defense token step, you may discard this card to force the attacker to reroll 1 or more dice of your choice, so that's actually pretty snazzy. All for just 4 points there. Engineering Captain is basically flipping things to an engineering command if you didn't already have that. So cool if you need it, I guess. Yeah, so just changing it to command, all for 6 points. So, you know, being able to have engineering on tap, I guess, when you need it is pretty crucial. Here we go, though, with firepower. So while attacking, you may reroll any number of black dice, so a solid 4-point upgrade. So considering that black dice is going to be your main thing, that's a good thing. Those they do have a couple blank sides. Redundant shields is pretty cool, though just a little too pricey, but being able to just automatically recover shields every turn is kind of cool too. Wish that there was a way to I wish this was like a couple points cheaper. I don't know if too many people use that really anymore. Turbo laser reroute circuits are pretty cool. While attacking, you may exhaust this card and spend a defense token to change a red die to a face with a crit icon or 2 hits. So again, that's really going to just pair with the Scout Frigate version, but pretty cool there. Although I guess that might work with Akbar as well. Assault Proton torpedoes are really nasty, though. Deal a face-up damage card to the defender with a black crit, so yeah, 5 points there. Rapid reload is really cool too, and this is where things get a little bit scary. So it is pretty beefy on points, but the battery armaments of your left and right sides are increased by 1 black die. So if we go back and just pan here, right, so now you're throwing 6 dice out the side. And if you remember, like Home 1, the MC80s, you know, they start at 6 dice total. So you're approaching some scary numbers out the sides there, combined with your speed, getting into good positions, and chucking a whole lot of black dice is going to be nasty. So more black dice is, yeah, like I said, it's pretty damn scary. And then we get on to the title, and there is only one. Would be cool if we maybe someday got some more, but anyway. So this is the Admonition, an 8-pointer. While defending during the spend defense token step, you may discard a defense token to cancel 1 attack die. So you do have 4 defense tokens, which is cool, but obviously you can only discard for so long before you're finally out. So, but that being said, being able to discard one of their best dice at some point is a nice little ace in the hole to have there. Sometimes you're just going to be out of shields, or you're going to be in the bad spot, and too many dice coming in. So being able to take one of those out is going to be crucial. So overall, MC30 is just a nasty little ship for the Rebels, giving some much needed speed and firepower. And again, all in a small package here for not too many points. You probably don't want to go crazy on the upgrades. You want to keep it relatively cheap, I'd say, so an upgrade or 2, just to get the most out of the firepower. You know, no point in really going too crazy, I think, with like survivability, because at some point, if something really wants to kill this, it probably will be able to. But that being said, this thing certainly punches above its weight, and definitely seems like it's going to be a great part of the Rebel fleet for us here. So hope you guys enjoyed our little look at the MC30. If you could, drop us a like and a comment. Let us know how you've been using it and what successes or failures you've had. And then subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more.